Let's take a few minutes and talk about safety. Anytime we deal with electricity or chemical energy, so inside these batteries there's stored energy, and the energy is in a form of chemical energy. If we were to break these batteries or smash these batteries, a harmful chemical would come out, and that's no good for you or the environment. Another safety concern is what's called a short circuit. We never want to have a positive and the negative connected without some sort of load in there. Okay, so when I connect the battery into the battery holder, if you've put batteries in, you're probably familiar, there's a minus and a plus. Okay, so, and we're going to insert the battery in there, so the minus is going in here. And then the other side, it goes the opposite polarity. Okay, now at this point the switch is open, so this is our switch. So we want, when we're building our circuit, we always want the switch open. Okay, so we can see here the switch is open. A short circuit would be if we were to connect these leads together with no load, then that would be a short circuit. That is not a good thing. A couple things can happen. One, the batteries will get very hot and can cause a burn, and they could burn you. The wires will get so hot that they could burn. So, as a rule, never have the batteries in the connector unless you have the load connected. Okay, so we're going to connect the load. So, short circuits are a definite no-no. Okay. Next, we're going to actually connect the load. So you'll be doing this in the class when it's time to build the project all the way. But so, and I'll do this, show this in finer detail. But when we put the load on here, there we go. So now we have our load. We want to be careful not to break the tabs off here. Now it's safe to put my battery in there because now I have a load and I'm not going to get a short circuit. So we have a completed circuit, but now there's a new danger. It's called the mechanical energy or rotational energy here. And what could happen is if we put this wheel on here and we go really fast, this is going to turn incredibly fast. Okay? And it's going really fast. What you don't want to do is you don't want this to get caught in the carpet, in your hair, or your skin. If this is turning really as fast as it is, if you watch it, it's going very fast. If you were to touch it with your finger, it'll burn your finger. It'll give you a friction burn. Okay? It'll rub past your skin so fast and so hard that it'll actually burn your skin. So you have to be careful not to get a friction burn from the wheel when the wheel's moving. Also, if we put the fan on here, when this is rotating again, you can see these blades. You could get your hair caught in this, or if it hits your finger, it would hurt your finger because, again, even though it's 3 volts and it's a small motor, it's turning very fast. Remember, no short circuits. We don't want to touch those together. We don't want this metal end to ever come in contact with this. So that could happen if you have this in like a bag of money, like a bunch of change. You could have something, you don't want to smash the battery. And then again, when the motor is running, do not come in contact with the mechanical components that are running.